Come on. Go.
Hey guys, welcome back to Model News 101. This time it's just me and my co-host Kevin here.
Jizzle limit.
Yep. We don't have anybody else with us tonight. It's just us, and we're going to be covering all the latest news and topics from the last couple weeks or so. There's been a lot of interesting stuff, especially coming out of that toy show in France.
Yeah, I heard it went pretty well.
Yeah, so we're going to start out with some old news I think we covered, but just to be sure, the white honking Caterpillar $6 dozer.
That should be out in another couple of weeks.
It looks awesome. It's a very limited edition, though.
Like all the white models are.
That's true. Next up, this one comes from our friend from the K Cup of Joe, Mr. Diecast Mania. Get well soon, man. He hasn't been feeling the best lately, so he usually would be joining us at these shows, but he's been having some personal issues, so,
He's taking some time off.
Yeah, hope to see him back soon, but take as much as you want, bro. Jason Nickel has had some of his stuff counterfeited. If you're going to buy something, do not buy from anybody except for Jason Nickel or DHS. Because those are the only two verified Jason Nickel retailers, is himself or...
Word.
And he also got an Instagram page, too.
He did, huh?
A lot of people seem to be getting Instagram pages, but...
Like we all said, it's like the new YouTube.
Yeah, it's like the new YouTube, really. CCM released new photos of the 148 scale Cat 6020B, which they've been talking about for a long time now.
Kind of an ugly model.
But again, CCM, we all know CCM, they do great jobs, so they're only basing it off of the real machine.
Yeah. I think the real machine looks better, but hey, it's mine.
Now then, up to more recent stuff. Liebherr, some new models out there from Conrad, including the R960 High Reach Demolition, which comes with two booms, a standard digging boom and a high reach. The high reach does have a stand on it, and it looks super impressive. And Sal pointed this out in his video about it. It looks like the stand or the accessory that comes with it, the display stand for the high reach demo boom.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it has ladders and stairs on it. It looks super detailed.
Yeah, it actually does. It looks better than most of the demolition reaches, high reach stuff.
Now, we have seen models like this type in the past with the interchangeable booms, and that, including the first one that comes to mind is the Hitachi Zaxxas 350.
Which Joe does have.
Yeah, he posted on his Instagram page. Also, congratulations, Joe, on reaching 1,000 followers on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Today.
And more to come.
Yeah, he's got more than me, so...
He's got more than me.
He's got more than both of us combined.
Combined? We'd have more than him combined.
Yeah. And also then there's the Liebherr R926 Compact, which is a zero-tail swing excavator. The real drawback from this model compared to the 924 would be it has a three-piece boom.
Yeah, but there's still nothing wrong with a three-piece boom.
But the way it looks, I mean, it's hard to find a three-piece boom zero-tail swing excavator.
Yeah, but it's also for specialized stuff too.
True. There obviously European equipment is way more different than American style equipment. And if you guys think about it, in retrospect, Liebherr is one of the biggest in Europe and the European market, if not the biggest, because of their wide variety of different types of machines.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, here in America, it's all about Cat and
the mix.
Not Michigan.
There's no such thing as.
If you hear Michigan references throughout our shows, it's to our really good friend and technical director Anthony Lucibello, who has his own show. So check out his YouTube channel. I'm in the process of trading with him, so and God knows that's rare.
Yep. There.
But anyways, that model does have a pusher blade on it, a push blade on it, and it looks like it has handrails wrapping around the back of it. And as for standard Liebherr models, it does have a quick coupler. Now, looking at the 960, it looks like it has a quick coupler on the boom attachment as well, the digging boom, which I wouldn't see any sense in, but okay. Also, Universal Hobbies. I called them Universal Plastics before. Because if you guys know, if you ever owned a Universal Hobbies model, that's pretty much what they are. There's a few metal pieces. I think the only real metal on there is the screws. But anyways, so it's a Komatsu PW148 wheel excavator. Now this actually does look good with a 3-piece boom.
Yeah.
So it does obviously have the standard push blade and also the outriggers and the standard for what it is. And of course for a wheel excavator, it looks to be quite compacted. So a zero-tail swing wheeled excavator, and it does have 2 attachments, including a ditching bucket and a standard digging bucket. And as standard for Universal Hobbies models, it does look quite detailed, but again, give or take, there's gonna be a shit ton of plastic. And that's a rough estimation. But the pictures do make the model itself look nice, but that's the way it always looks. Also coming from Conrad is a Case CX250D excavator, and then there's also the CX250D long reach, and this is the first time I've ever heard of a D series Case excavator. And the one thing that gets me is, well, everybody knows that Conrad has a tendency to repaint multiple models into different liveries or manufacturer liveries. Like, these are going to be the same models as the recently released Link belts. Yeah. And Conrad has been the only ones to do really long reach models.
Yeah, the only ones.
We've only seen Link belt and Case out of them.
Well, people are actually making their own in 3D in them.
Yeah, but the long reaches are cool because I do have the OG240B long reach that was released quite some time ago now. But the one thing that gets me is the long reach does not have a caviard, and the standard excavator does. You would think it'd be kind of vice versa there, wouldn't you? I mean, like, seriously. But they do look nice after all. I personally, from owning the 240 B long reach, it is a nice model for what it is. Even though it's a Case, everybody knows that Case stands for can't afford something else, which is true. That's actually what one of the roundabout workers told me today as well. Which they can afford something else. I mean, they just bought a 385 for their company, so.
Yeah.
But their models are still quite nice, though, at the end of the day. If it's not Ertl, it's good.
I agree.
And then there's the Ertl. Even tracks roll lousy, apparently. I heard that from some kid on Instagram. He goes, hey, you know what Ertl stands for? Even tracks roll lousy. I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah, it's true, though.
Yeah, their tracks are quite terrible. Or the rubber bands that you can call them. Now, if there is one model that Ertl did right, it was always the 450s. Anyways, also, Drake Collectibles released new images of the varieties of liveries for the Kenworth C509s. And from the looks of them, they are going to be quite badass. We're starting to see a lot more activity from Drake Collectibles, especially ever since they got the TWH RT 540s and repainted them in special liveries.
I only got one problem.
What?
They're too high priced.
Yeah, that as well. But remember, they did produce some models beforehand. I forgot what one that was really popular.
I don't remember. But, yeah, they do make awesome trucks, though.
Yeah. Have you owned one, Diesel?
No, but, you know Keith, Kenneth McCall. I was talking to him the other night about it. He has one, but he has to go pay more because he's in New Zealand.
Yeah.
But hey, that's what happens.
Now then, another model that was sold at Intermat Expo in Paris, which is where a lot of this stuff is coming from, actually, is a Dresta TD40E, which is essentially what's the remains of Dresser. Now, the model looks super detailed with actually perforated vents and then the opening cab door, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
It looks super detailed for what it is, but the manufacturer is unknown.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like something CCM would do in a way,
Yeah,
but
it could be possible.
yeah, it's possible, but
They made a dresser before.
true, they could still have that because remember, Dresta is the remnants of Dresser, and you can tell automatically it's a Dresser because of the blue stripe that runs along the side.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And they pretty
very
much look the same.
yeah, exactly. So, and I mean the names. Also, we want to thank Miniature Construction World for the images of the 926 Compact and the 960 from the show. He bought all these models while at there, and he actually is I believe, an editor at a model magazine. I believe it is.
Mm-hmm.
So he seems really cool.
Yep.
And
Definitely.
he got to go to the show. So you lucky bastard. And then there was also a closer look at the Kenworth C509 by Drake Collectibles with the Drake trailer that was oh so popular that I was trying to think of before. And it does look quite badass, but again, Diesel said they're overpriced.
Mm-hmm.
So now with the major news pretty much wrapped up there, there's a lot of good stuff in there. So what models out of this do you think is going to climb to the top, and what model is going to flop on the market?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. They could all flop. That's the problem.
Let's see. You got the CX 250D, then the long reach version. The
People are gonna buy that for sure.
what?
That one. The
960?
No, the CX60 or 460, whatever it is.
Oh, the 250?
Yeah, with the long reach.
Oh yeah.
The people will buy it.
And obviously, I think the model that will flop out of all of these is probably the Komatsu.
Mm-hmm. It's Universal
Because
Hobbies.
Universal Hobbies have built up the reputation. At first, they was cool, but they built up that reputation of it's plastic. It's not durable. It's a shelf model, not a Dio model. And we've seen a lot more people on Instagram do more Dios.
Yes, that's coming back into play.
It looks like a cool model, but at the same time, though, you got to think about this. You cannot put that thing in a Dio.
Mm-mm.
Not one bit. And then, I think the model that's going to be the best out of all these is probably the 960.
Probably.
Think about this though, and one thing we did not mention, apparently it has a claw and I can see why they have the quick coupler now because it has a claw for it.
Nice.
And it looks super detailed. Conrad did a great job because you know how Conrad can be.
How they first started to what they are now.
Yeah, Conrad's sort of the vice versa of Universal Hobbies. They may not have that much detail, but they're fucking durable as hell.
That's true.
But now the 960 looks super detailed with all the hydraulic connections.
Mm-hmm.
And then the stands for the booms, there's two of them, has ladders and all that other stuff.
Nice.
And I'm looking at the picture now that we posted on our Instagram page. If you want all the up to the minute news, follow us on Instagram.
Yes,
Model
please.
News 101. And if you're watching the page from there, from when we post it on YouTube and then post the link on Instagram, be sure to share it with your friends and get people interested. This show was brought to you by, I guess this would be a good time than any, right?
Yeah, right.
This show is brought to you by Model News 101 and our upcoming 24-hour live stream in July. The members of Model News decided to do something special for our 3rd year anniversary of being around the community. So
Watch out for that.
they decided to put me and Diesel through hell.
Oh yeah. Amongst all the other stuff we got coming up too.
Exactly. Out of 20 odd ideas, they decided the one that we didn't want. But hey, it's for the community, so you know.
It's worth it.
Yeah, and the last 2 times we did this was fun, and there's gonna be a lot of guests, and I'm even working on the intros.
Yeah, they've actually sounded pretty well.
Yeah, and I dropped something.
What did you drop?
I don't fucking know. You see, you can never, as much as we try to script these things, it just doesn't work.
Not with us.
Nope. Not one bit, but this episode is kind of boring. It's not as rambunctious as it normally is, but
We could turn it that way.
yeah, it's quiet, it's peaceful, it's boring.
Yeah, but it's professional.
Yeah, exactly, and it sounds awesome.
Yep. It does.
But also, I want to say shout out to Griffin Stover. He does some awesome truck edits. So if you guys have a picture of a truck you want edited and make look badass, send it off to Griffin. His Instagram is FDNY1 there. And I think we discussed this on the K-Cup about how everybody's starting to see Instagram as the new YouTube. And for everybody that's been around YouTube for quite some time, you know exactly, because there was that transfer period the last real couple years where it's been all about Facebook, and now it's Instagram, really. So it's really fun, interactive. I can upload 15-second videos and say, hey, that counts.
Yeah, because that's what we all did.
Yeah, exactly. 15-second videos of a D6 that's somewhat wounded, touching dirt. And then a freaking picture of a case excavator with 3 out of 7 teeth. Yeah, and one of those teeth is about to fall off too. One of the chisel teeth they got on there, the weld's cracked and it's just barely hanging on by the skim of its clip.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And every time the thing scoops up some dirt, all you can hear is a loud clanging from the thumb on it.
So the thumb's loose.
Most likely. It's a really, really loud metallic clanging sound. I have to find a video that I got today that illustrates it for you.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, and I'll upload it on the Instagram. I posted 9 pictures in one day. Not bad, might I say.
Nope, not bad at all.
But once this roundabout site ends, expect the posting to be cut way down too, which is unfortunate.
When is it ending?
Mid-June, they're saying.
Well, guess what? You'll have more coming soon.
And also, I get like 3 weeks off. The first 3 weeks of summer vacation too. Over the last 4 weeks of that project or so.
Yeah, but if you're going to that training school, it won't be the end of it.
Yeah, it's only going to be the beginning. Everybody, I applied to, and this is some big news as well. I applied to at an equipment operators training school, and hopefully, when I get accepted, I'll be able to. I'll be pretty much guaranteed a job.
Our very own Kevin.
Yeah, and then also sponsored by us is the upcoming Rockbusters show.
Yep.
It's coming up. I guess I'll let Diesel do all the talking on this one.
Yeah, it's Plainfield, Connecticut. July 31st to August 2nd. We'll have a bunch of old machines, old trucks, probably some new ones that will come in with the old machines. There'll be camping grounds and all that fun stuff.
And then also, some of the Model News crew will be there, and we will have some limited edition Tonkin Model News themed models there. We're having very limited runs being produced.
Yep.
Which is costing me a fortune, but hey. And then also, I wouldn't suggest going to any of the hobby shops over there because they're probably going to be empty by the time it's over.
Oh, a lot of hobby guys will be down there too.
Yeah, so come down and meet us, the Mono News crew.
Yep, and as we go, we'll post videos of it, and I'll put it. Yeah, I'll do what I can.
So as we begin to wrap up the show, stay tuned because we're going to be having a guest on this upcoming Sunday K-Cup of Joe, even though I don't even think it was on Sunday last time, was it?
Yeah, we did Sunday morning, if you remember.
Yeah, okay, thanks. He's the memory of me at this point.
It's a little late for you.
Yeah, so this coming Sunday, get ready for the K-Cup of Joe. We're going to hopefully have a guest on it. If we don't, well, we're just going to be doing what we always do and talk about random topics. Also, another big topic I forgot to cover, officially coming soon, a Model News podcast.
Oh yeah.
We'll be doing a once weekly podcast on equipment and all this other stuff going on, models, all that stuff. You can download it on your phone for free, and just it's gonna be available on your podcast app, Google Play Store, and all this stuff. We got a lot of stuff coming up.
Yep, doing innovative
also,
stuff.
our website. We've been working on something we like to call the Model News Network, where we'll be uploading actual videos in an actual news studio of the equipment, and it's gonna be pretty awesome. So yeah, guys, I think that's just about it, really. But the Model News Network is still in its the infancy stages, really.
Yeah.
But I still got to build a fucking stage for it, so.
Yep, you do.
And I also got to get a decent camera for this, and also some new clothes.
Some new clothes.
Yeah, I gotta look like a freaking news anchor, right?
No. That dude's anchor.
Hey, I could be the next what is it? Is it Anchorman or something like that?
Yeah, Anchorman. Yep.
Yeah, Anchorman 2. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and have a great one. Subscribe to the channel. Go check us out on Instagram and especially on Facebook. Facebook.com/ModelNews101. Instagram, we're at ModelNews101. YouTube, well, you're on it right now.
Yes.
So, guys, thanks a lot for your support. Thanks a lot for your views. Share the video and tell your friends. And have a great morning, evening, afternoon.
Wherever it is, wherever you are.
Hasta la vista. Have a great one, guys.